Wow, so I just got home and the newsletter dropped. So let's go through this. I haven't even read through this yet, so this is entirely new for me. And right away, I love this adorable animation with Toriel and the cake, and I especially love just the way her ears blow as she lights up the candles, and the little flicker of the light. What a lovely sprite animation. And oh, and the sleeves and the dress too. Great stuff. And of course Toby wouldn't pass up an opportunity to go with the funny 999s. I wonder if there's going to be like some dark No Mercy stuff as part of the joke, but let's see where we're going. It's really crazy to think it's been almost a decade since this game came out, because like Undertale really did launch a lot of my platform as a creator, and so here's to another many more years. Oh snap, another interview too! Excellent! What do you think about the number 9? 9's okay, but I kinda feel bad for how it ended up. You know, 7 ate it. 7 8 9? Yeah, at least that's what the theorists are saying. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe that 7 8 9. 7 is supposed to be the cool number. They would never do that. It's just a pun, Papyrus. 7 8 9? The real number series? Ah, I see. A pun! That explains my bizarre lack of amusement. Well, what about the counterpun? 567. If 7 is some kind of cool dog or wolf, 567 on 9. Wouldn't that mean that 5 is the real culprit, an irresponsible dog owner, and that 7 was just a misled anti-hero? If 7 loved 5, maybe they were just doing what they felt they had to. No. 7 was weak. Duty is no reason to harm another. Numbers are stupid! I'll wreck them all! Get out of here, math! Oh gosh, this probably clipped a whole bunch. I like numbers. Don't worry, Alfies. I'll leave 0 and 1. That way you can still do nerd stuff. So, 1 1 1, 1 oh wait, so 111, 1,000, 1,001. Oh gosh, Papyrus just belting out the binary. So many numbers. Let's step back a sec. If 7 is a misled anti-hero, is -7 a villain who thinks he's good? No, you're starting with the wrong premise. We need to go from the motivation count. So, -9, -8, -7. This time, -9, -8, -7. So they spin him out? Oh, that sounds way too much like Vector the Crocodile. Do they spin him out? Nope, I just... Undyne, Vector the Crocodile. Okay. Well, if eating makes food go away, perhaps negative eating is cooking? After all, making food and eating food add up to nothing. Not in my brother's case. Eating any food seems to generate hamburger wrappers and peanut shells. Okay. So for... Okay. So for it to be the opposite of eating, negative eating is cooking. That also deletes trash. Maybe the trash thing getting cooked. Maybe the trash is the thing getting cooked. That use it up. Cooking disgusting garbage. Aha! It's just like when my brother makes food. So, following this formula, -7 is Papyrus, who had Sans, -9. Cook for him? What? I'm the villain? Maybe. You seem like an enemy. But you're actually a good guy. What? Why would I ever be an enemy? This was a very weird potluck. By the by, does anyone else want a 9th serving of escargot served in the shape of a 9? Does anyone want a first serving of vegetarian... Doing the Vector... Fine, the computer room! Does anyone want a first serving of vegetarian stargazy pie? Please don't eat the spaghetti. It's still congealing. Seems normal to me. Oh gosh. And there you get my silly impressions this time. Alright, let's go back. Oh, that's a cute little... Let's watch this real quick.
Oh,
Oh, it's the oven mitt and pot holder. Weird cute tutorial. Oh, seriously, we looked at another company's character had its oven mitt product, and it actually isn't legally an oven mitt, you know, because it's too flammable. Yeah, it does look more like a puppet. That is such a charming cup, and it's neat that it was something that he got inspiration from his childhood. It does seem like it would be fun for a little surprise, too. Oh, like a mug cake that you make in a microwave. I've seen recipes for those, but I've never tried it myself. Papyrus Collaboration Cafe. I would be so intrigued about how that would go. Oh, that's really cool that the liquids affect the cup. Toby literally just mentioning AU Sanses. Gotta love the lampshading of the fandom. One of these days I really gotta try making a butterscotch pie. I think that would be fun. Triforce. I love how he had to censor it to avoid copyright issues. Aw, the little blushy gif. S&P naming-wise, it's kind of perfect. Standards and practices. Okay, so they haven't really got the launcher for the separate programs on the chapters ready yet, but it's cool that we got a little more progress. Alright, well we get more information on Deltarune since the last update, which was already pretty big. Ooh. Alright, we got a little screenshot. Mysterious bridge. Love the lineless kind of look to the tile sets right here. Interesting. I wonder if this is like the Western-themed area, if they're still putting that in? Okay, so the translation and stuff will be finished by the beginning of October. Ooh, Noelle. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get some more Noelle stuff in the next chapter. That even looks like it might even be the Holidays house. It's not a big teaser, but yeah, it looks like we're getting a little teaser at Noelle's house, and she's holding a flashlight, I think? And there's big presents and candy canes, so yeah, that is definitely their house. It's awesome to see that Chapter 4 is more or less complete, pending final localization. So it seems very likely that we may actually see this in 2025, but let's see what the rest of the newsletter has for us. Ooh, a balloon is our only hint. The balloon doesn't say much, but if I had to guess, Chapter 5 might either involve the festival, or maybe there's a party going on at Icy's, because those pizza parlors do have birthday parties, like Chuck E. Cheese's birthdays were like a big draw. So that's entirely a possibility, especially with like the mascot costumes and all of that. Time will tell though, we don't have a lot to go off of here. So it really is just down to localization and testing. It's awesome that they're like so close to being done. That's got to be fantastic for Toby because this has been in production for such a long time. And I wonder what this little guy crawling up this little wall is. Interesting. It's like a cup, but there's little feathers sticking out of it. I'm sure this funky little dude will be of some importance, even if it's just as a little joke. Ooh, concept art. Alright, well let's take a look. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the video so far. Before I continue, I just wanted to mention that I recently put out a video on one of the most overlooked sources of inspiration for Undertale, Moon Remix RPG Adventure. It's a really cool game, and I had a lot to share about the way this game influenced Toby, but the algorithm really hated the video. So if you have time, please consider checking it out. I'll have a link in the description, as well as at the end of the video. Similarly, it would be really cool if you folks checked out my Hidden Leitmotifs video, as it goes into a ton of overlooked leitmotifs, and not only in Toby's games, but in many other games I love, including the Mario RPGs, Pokemon, and the Persona series. With that said, back to your regularly scheduled newsletter. I love how it just says, cats. Oh. Oh my. Well, not only is this giving me kind of Mario and Luigi Brothership vibes with, like, the NPCs, but also, that could have been so creepy. It looks like it's dripping blood. Oh gosh, yeah, it looks like there could have been a bit more body horror with the wires and the lair wires and stuff. Light switch bird. Interesting. Fantasy. Gosh, I love just the kind of crude simplicity of Toby's concepts, though. Plug Ichor. So it seems like he really was kind of leaning in plugs and wires as a design motif back then. Oh, it's a little tank, or yeah, it looks like kind of a mix between a tank and a scorpion. Watches TV inside his brain all the time. He's got a vibe, though. He even mentioned the new Mario and Luigi game. Great. Huh, this little guy kind of reminds me of Photoshop Flowey a bit. Mad Mailer, probably email related. That was a prototype of mouse. Salary virus. Oh, so these are like before Spamton, Vero Kun, and Mouse. Wow, there's like so many things that were scrapped, like this little fan. Oh, wow. So this was a placeholder, but it looks some... Oh, yeah, it ended up being used for rules. Funny how sometimes things that weren't meant to be used translate to the final product, because the same thing happened with Napstablook. Maybe I'll put up in post a shot of the artbook page. Oh, and some more shopkeeper planning. Interesting, so at one point it was going to be a robot. I wonder if this was, like, before Sweet Cap'n Cakes. Probably was. Definitely before Swatch. Oh, wow. That is a scary queen face right there. Holy cow. I feel like there's definitely going to be some fan creepypastas or, like, a fell version of Chapter 2 that utilize these ideas, because that sure is a look. Dang, there definitely seem to be, like, more eeriness to the original concepts for Queen, too. Though it's interesting to see, like, how much remained consistent, just kind of simplified. Oh, different kinds of... Oh, prototype talk sprites down here. Let's look at... Oh, no, that just zoomed us out. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's take a closer look. Oh, and she was... So green and purple could have been a color. Well, purple is a color often associated with royalty. Oh, hexadecimal from Reboot. Alien Queen from Alien. Yeah, the Xenomorph is a really obvious connection. I'll have to look up Rosemaster from Cucumber Quest and pull that up in post as well, just so that folks can see it. Oh gosh, this just kind of gives me, like, Hey Arnold vibes, almost, with the longer, wider head. Okay, so the speech pattern was already kind of being tested out here by the looks of it with the capitalizing words. Wahoo! Okay, so there's some more... I'm somebody's ex-wife. Oh my. So she went from creepy to comedic. I'm kind of glad she ended up more comedic, though, because Queen is such a memorable character. Ah, more prototype talk sprites. They definitely aren't as refined, but I think it makes sense when you're in early art production to go with something more simplified and streamlined to just kind of get a feel. The more electric look is kind of cool, though. I definitely see what he means about the front-facing head kind of lacking in personality. And so he eventually changed it, because sometimes a different angle works better, especially for a character like, say, Birdly, who's got a beak and stuff. Oh, and there's, like, closer to the final Vero-Kun, and little walking cars. Interesting that they were going to be enemies at one point. Oh, so they were inspired by a default 3D Mario artist Polygon Studio. I wonder if I can find a picture of that. We'll see. Tusk was the original name, huh? Oh, so it was going to be a lion. And then Task became Task Manager. Aw, that's cute that the tail's like a pointer that becomes the hourglass, though. Yeah, petting certain animals does kind of cause overstimulation, but it's funny that this had to do with, like, one of those robot dog toys, Aibo. I think I remember seeing commercials for a lot of similar toys, like Techno and Poochie. Don't know if Aibo was one of them. Ah, Warewire. Okay, let's zoom in on this. Whoa, okay, that is like a super zoom in, but what the heck. Let's give this a nice, good look. It's kind of cool that he kind of blocked out the animations. That probably helped a lot with the sprite artists, even if they are just a little crude. Alright. Oh yeah, and he's storyboarding the attack. Oh, the Wiggly Chris is so good, even if it in its earlier. Nice. Oh, they're just going shoo. Okay, let's go back to the page. Man, this is really thorough. He's giving us a lot here. Printor, that's definitely a scrapped enemy. Oh wow, Beta Swatch like had a totally different vibe. Various muscular bodies in the background. Big buff swatches, but with one color. Oh, so that's how he came in. Buttlord. Oh, gosh. I can see why it changed the name just to Swatchling. As funny as Buttlord would be. Yeah, I definitely recognize these NPCs from Queen's Mansion. Mouse-A-Million. Ah, that would have been so charming. Oh, a printer-based song. Interesting. Let's listen to it. That's wonderful. Birdley's pose in the top left looks just like he's trying to pull a Mettaton EX. Like Mario, and he censored Mario's name. Oh, later loses his armor. I don't think they kept that, so that's interesting. Gosh, that no pose is such gamer rage right there. It's great. Gosh, you even get the sketch of Noelle shaking Birdley. Incredible. Iconic. Ooh, we see the storyboard for when they fall into the Dark World and then they turn into Sonic the Hedgehog for a moment. They ran out of prison hats and have to wear berets. Even greater, Dog is here. Doggo wears sunglasses and his tank top has depression. I love that. Remorseless lesser dog. Aw, Toriel looking like she's sleepwalking. Oh, and then we get the stamp and roller coaster carts. Splat noises he gets stepped on. Very important. It's cool that Toby's showing them off so that everyone can enjoy them. There's the early version of... I see. Oh, interesting kind of lip monster. It reminds me kind of like the Halberry shadows from the Persona games. And then that's obviously a Tamagotchi. Gosh, the second hacker looks so doofy without his shades. Handsome face. Oh, Funny Egg is definitely Tamagotchi. Oh, it's a broken image. I should have connected the dots. Trash fly and recycle bin. It's fun that they... Like, even if these didn't get used, it's really fun to see how you kind of personify these concepts. Oh, okay, so that's a Kirby reference. Crude MS Paint effects like the airbrush. This one actually did show up in the game, at least, so that's nice. Aw, little marching dudes. That plus sign almost just makes me think of Tumblr for some reason. Pop up. Oh, wow. That's a fun little looking virus dude, though. Obviously replaced with Vero Vero. That corrupted data kind of has some... reminds me of Gumby, but with body horror. Oh, so yeah, that's a much more literal circuit vibe. Kind of looks like digital Shy Guys. Oh, those are some really cute sketches. Birdly looking so schmug. Headset. 2 pockets. That just, the third Birdly here kind of reminds me of, like, all the jokes about Sans in the Dark World just looking exactly the same. Oh, that is a classy Queen sketch. I love the little twirl of her wine glass. And then we got a more finalized design. Yeah, you can definitely see the difference when she got more of a xenomorph head. Alright, well that is the concept art. Let's see if there's anything else before we wrap this up. Ooh. Unused music, let's go. Ooh. So this includes some Undertale stuff. Alright, well let's take a look. So he was originally planning to have players challenge a real version of Mettaton Neo. That's cool. Oh wow, even as far back as 2016. This is really cool, though. I dig it. And there's more of that Brandish inspiration. I feel like we're gonna see a lot of fan songs kind of spawn from this idea, because even if it is just a scrap track, it's really cool. So I wonder if originally it was just gonna be like the drawing of Mettaton Neo, and not like Mettaton himself. Like, that's really interesting. Dang, this is catchy as heck. I love it. So I think what I might do here for the other songs, because it looks like there's a lot, is maybe put them in the background for this video in post. Just because otherwise I'd have to pause a lot. I don't know. It's interesting, like, how much of this kind of just iterates on the True Hero Power of Neo motif. He really wanted to kind of keep that as the focus, I guess. Very interesting. I I don't know, I like this, though. I think Toby doesn't give himself enough credit, because this is really cool. Very nice. I'm just scrolling through real quick to see what we got. Ooh, okay. I think definitely I will... Actually, I guess I should give my impressions, but, like, some of these are pretty long, so let's just see. Maybe I'll just... Yeah, I think I will stick to the original plan and maybe just listen to some of the shorter ones. Oh, wow, this is a totally different vibe. It's very bouncy. Oh, so Hey Every was originally going to be his shop theme. I get why he went for Dial Tone instead, because this is a bit bouncier, and Dial Tone just has this very eerie vibe to it that I think does kind of add to the shop's atmosphere. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, so it was gonna slowly lose pitch. Alright. Huh. Just gonna listen to, like, part of this real quick. Probably not gonna play the whole thing. So this is, like, the oldest version of Power of Spamton. Definitely sounds closer to Power of Neo. Still... Oh, okay. Already, this definitely has a really nice vibe. Ooh, the synth guitar. I'm liking those chords. So this is definitely before the vocals were made for Now's Your Chance to Be a... Okay. Let's listen to the second one, because they're pretty similar. But this one's apparently even more unfinished. Alright. Interesting drum pattern. It definitely kind of gives me Megalovania drum vibes. Guitar could be a little louder in the mix, I think. How does this one go then? Alright. Oh, a different part of the Freedom... I mean, yeah, different part of the Freedom motif. It sounds it's a little dissonant, but that's probably the point. Gives very dial tone vibes. And you can hear a subtle bit of ringing. Ooh! Okay, but I like this... I like the arpeggios going on in the background. That's cool. The panning is really nice if you're listening on headphones. And the harmony. Ooh, major and minor kind of harmony vibes. Very cool. Nice. Okay. Alright, well, what about Giga Queen Old? Ooh, this is kind of a nice groove. I like that. It sounds a lot more like... Oh, gosh, I don't remember the name, but it's the track that comes right before the Giga Queen fight. I'll probably do an editing note on screen. Yeah, it's definitely based on that. I can see why he changed it, because it definitely doesn't have the same intensity for the kind of punch-out feeling. This is still really catchy. Alright. Very neat. Maybe I'll add this as one of the songs in post, too. Alright, what about Castletown Unfinished? Gosh, he is feeding us. That's awesome. Huh. I'll have to look up what that song is for reference later. Does he mean, like, that song that's associated with Hatsune Miku with the leek spin? That one polka song. I don't know. Ooh. It gives me kind of a March vibe. It definitely doesn't capture the atmosphere in the final game, but it's interesting. Definitely feels a bit more regal. Yeah, I can see why he likes this part. This is nice. This is a really nice melody. Feels so triumphant here. Yeah, I feel like this isn't 2-2. It feels very March tempo. Yeah, this is definitely feels either like... I guess it could still be 4-4. Okay, so the rest is unfinished. Neat. Interesting, so an old rules battle theme. Oh! Oh wait, this was one that he had already played before. Okay, so that was like, I believe he shared this at the start of the stream for the Chapter 1 playthrough. Okay, so this is nothing new. I guess I can stop this one here, then. But that's neat, he made it for Chapter 2. So it was never actually going to be for what ultimately became the K-Round rematch. Alright, well, let's hear the final Queen battle theme. Ooh. Way more ominous. Kind of gives me Super Mario World Castle vibes. Oh, at one point he was going to use it for Birdly. Huh. Ooh. Well, while this plays, let's see if there's anything else in the newsletter. Gosh. Ooh, a letter, too. Let's check it out. Oh. Oh, shoot! This is Asriel! Asriel's writing this letter. Oh, damn. Oh, this is so sad. Aww. Toby, that is really interesting, giving us some more lore on Kara and the significance of 9 in that route. But see, that's really interesting, because you can absolutely read into this as, like, Kara clinging to power as the lesson they take from everything, like, as a way to not be hurt anymore, as someone who had been hurt in the past. So dang. There's really so many ways you can interpret this, because, like, Okay, I'll just do a read-through before we end this. My best friend's favorite number is 9. It's because there isn't a number that's higher. 999, 999, 9,999. If everything gets high enough, you become invincible. Nothing can hurt you anymore. Nothing can hurt anyone anymore. But isn't it scary to think that there's a highest number? What if you made 99 good memories you couldn't hold anymore? So I don't like to keep count of the flowers we pick, or the times that they laugh, or how many scary faces they make. I just hope we'll be friends for 999 more years. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that is sad. Well, thank you for joining me for this newsletter, unscripted video. I hope it was enjoyable. I'll definitely do some editing and try to have it up as soon as possible. And since many have asked, I have excellent news about Inverted Fate. Finishing touches are being made on Rift 7, and we're hoping to release it later today to celebrate the anniversary. If you want to be there right when it drops, you can follow the Inverted Fate Tumblr blog or head on over to Fireglow Productions and subscribe. There will be a live premiere setup, so it should be a lot of fun. And definitely subscribe if you want to see more stuff from me. My non-Undertale Deltarune videos have been kind of struggling because the algorithm likes to focus on what your channel's kind of flagged for. So as always, if you want to support me, check out what I've got to share. Maybe check out my Patreon if you want to support me financially so that I can take more time with larger video projects. Got some cool stuff planned in the future. A Sans analysis is on the way. I'm also hoping to do a meta-narratives video for different video games once I've finished Moon Remix RPG Adventure. And a Goro Akechi analysis. So yeah, see you around.